other Howard's coin finds and some more coins as usual. So I've got quite a few here. I went down my bank not too long ago. I couldn't do this any earlier. I got up early, but I had things I had to do. So I was going to try and start this like about 7 o'clock or something to keep Christine Brown and Michael entertained while they're in the line at the Canberra Mint to grab their new day releases today. And I couldn't do it. So anyway, I'm starting now. So if you're still in line, well, you wouldn't be in line now. Oh, well, I don't know. It opened at 8:30, so they could be. Just check and make sure everything's right on my side here. Yep, all looks right. Might be a little bit overexposed. I'll just was that tight? Yeah, just drop that down a little bit. Yeah, so I got $320 of $1 and $80 of 50s. So I'll do a 50 first. I thought before I don't have to do like all the 50s and then all the dollars. I do a bit of each at one time. So gotta get my pointer. That's my light that I think the wire's playing up in it. Anyway, yeah, get me a little pointer, point everything out. That background at the moment seems alright. I was going to change it, but I'll see anyway. That seems alright. So Tuesday morning. No, what am I talking about? Tuesday? Thursday morning, 2nd of February. Excuse me. Would be my mum and dad's platinum anniversary today, if they're still around. 70 years, 1953. Same year the Queen was coronated. Actual fact. Or she coronated in 1854 and became Queen in 53. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, so would have been 70 years today. So happy anniversary there. My little doggie's going to start sucking if you hear him in the background because my daughter's getting up and he goes nuts. It's all scratched. 7 million, nice. I found a couple of 91s the other day, the 25th anniversary, but it's just got the ram on there, merino sheep. It was the backbone of Australia. And then gold came along. Yeah, I haven't got my little, just 2 sets. Got to get me pot to put them in, and I just realised I got the wrong glasses on. I've got to have my close-ups. Yeah, that's better. All right, let's go. Check these out. 2014 crop circle. No, the only one I've ever found was the very first coin on the roll on the top. Of all things, you know, to find it on the top. Rotate, be nice. No. 2022. Looking for the bubble on here. Any other errors around it? Bubble under the chin. I think it was this one, the bubble under the chin. But they made a few of them now. 79, can I get a double bar? No. Nothing there. 2018, underdog. 10, 15 years time. Them in top neck. I know they're going to be wanted because they're just a really superb looking minted coin. Yeah, anyway, I've said on a few videos I'd be keeping them, putting a few away. They cost 50 cents, and if you want to, you can go and spend them in 10, 15 years if they don't go up. But if you got them in top neck, like you can get them now, still, out of here, I'd be putting some away if you got intentions of selling coins, of course. Or giving them away then, you know, and helping people out, trading up, who knows. But they'll be sought after. They're a really well minted coin, and they've lasted really well. They rebound the other coins really good. They're a real tough metal. 96s, if you can find them in top nick, good luck to you. If you're looking through here for one for your set in top condition, you'll be going through, well, you could go through, I don't know, thousands and thousands and thousands of 50s before you'll find one. You probably give up and go and buy one. But they're really hard to find in top nick. Nothing there. Looking for the crop circle on that one, on the 2012, should say. And it's on this reed here. And it's just there when it's on there. It looks like a big, thick, fat fruit loop. 13, get heaps of errors on them. 25 years of the Queen, there you go, nice one, nice condition. 25 years, 25 mil. It's nice. 82, nice condition. 20 mil, I think they're 20 mil on these. They were all around those in those years, 96. All right, we'll check $1 out. That's a 50, let's go $1. $1. So yeah, nice Tuesday morning. I don't mind it because it's only, I don't know, 21 again today in Melbourne. And these coins are from my normal bank, not my little bank. Where'd that coin go? So let's see if it's a dino or something. I don't know, donation dollar. 2020. There you go. 12.5 million on them. That was the first year they minted them. They're going to make 25 million over 3 years, 2020, 2021, 2022. The 2020s were 12.5 million. The 2021s didn't come out until 2022, mid-22. So they were a year out, 5 million, which means the last ones, the 2022s, if they've done them, or going in, will be 7.5 million. So the 2021s will be the lowest mint at 5 million. Donate $1, nice. That was our first coloured $1 coin in circulation, and it was the first coin in the world that actually have it as donation dollar, deliberately for that. They've turned over, I don't know, now there could be $40 million they've turned over with it being recycled through in donations. So it was very successful, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of countries, well, we're a few years late after that, and they haven't, no other countries are doing it, but I would assume that some would. You know, be a damn good idea in Ukraine to do a donation dollar. Yeah, look at that, E for Hs'CF, and it's not in too bad a nick. 2019, Great Australia Coin Hunt #1. Australia Post brought them in, A to Z. Got them in tubes, you can get the folders to put them in. And the special letter for this one is the A for Australia Post, and just here is then an envelope privy mark. It was a privy mark the other years, 2021 and 2022, cash 2 and 3. They were coloured coins. People will notice them. But this first one, I'm still saying that there's every possibility that you could find an A with the envelope privy mark because it's not coloured. If people bought these, that, you know, for their grandkids and that don't know nothing about coins really, you know, and they don't read and nothing, and they've opened it and they've got an A on there, on the Australia Post, how would they know any different that that coin is not different to everything else or the other A's? If you're not told or shown something, you can't know. So there's every possibility that the A privy with the envelope privy mark could get into circulation because of the fact that it's not coloured, doesn't stand out. And well, it was the first ones, and people just might not have known that got given them, or even, you know, bought them because they bought them. I went into Officeworks on Monday or whatever, and I said, yes, the girl in there, the young girl, she asked me for a donation for the school fund. I said no. I donate with the donate dollar. What's that? She didn't even know. She's about 19, 20. So if you don't know something or told, she now knows. I explained it to her. She now knows. But you can't know if you're not told or shown. Impossible. We'd had the wheel 100,000 years ago. We'd had cranes. We would have everything. Anyway, so yeah, nice. E. Don't mind that one. Keep that. Sorry, I haven't looked over. Wisey, how you going? Michael, how you going? No, they won't have the king on them. Don't forget, the coins for this year were minted last year. All right. So the coins are always minted the previous year. That's why you can get the mint sets and everything released in, well, they used to, they've had a bit of problems lately, but they were always released in November each year. We're one of the few countries, I think, that actually minted their coins prior to the year and released them. So, no, it'd be the Queen on there. And, yeah, it's always the year, they mint the year befores. Alright, we'll just skedaddle on this one. Zoom through. Just looking for the cut errors on here, any die cracks, any other. These ones are going to keep. To show you the 3 different reverses on these. And I've checked these A's out. Stephen asked me to check for pointy A on them. They're all pointy. There's no difference. Every 2009 is pointy. Although I can't find any difference other than the one. No, everything else I've checked for fishtail, straight lettering, everything. But they're all pointy. They're all laser cut. They probably went laser cut from about 2000 after 2004 when they made the large head, 20 cents there. That was to test out the lasers, and that was pointy because lasers like to cut in points, not flat topped. But they did do pointies themselves when they made them, but you can see it a little bit flat topped. But some of them are actually, if I find a 2004 50 cents, I'll show you, and that's completely flat topped because the other ones were pointy, but that was for the laser, because lasers like to go up and down. Obviously it's too many moves, and it saves a move too, let's face it. Whoever's doing the programming, they've cut a move out there, and the less moves you do, the better. You got less mistakes. So yeah, anyway, but they're all, oh, look at that. You know, it's crap, but it's one of the best condition to 2000 I've seen for a little while. Shocking material. That's why it's just really hard to get a mule in good nick, because they're just so soft. They just hit really badly. But that's the one you get the mule on, the 10 cent, $2, 10 cent, $1. Accidentally put the 10 cent obverse in there and created another mule for us. And the estimates on the mule is around 15,000 to 18 at the last count that I saw. So there's not much chopping there. Let me just put it in the bucket without making too much noise. Oh, well, my estimate would have been around November because of the procedures that our government and mint have to go through before we get the dyes produced, and that takes up to 2 years. But if they resolve the issue pretty quickly with the Royal Mint, which can be 6 months of the process, so if they cut that out really quick with the processing with the Royal Mint in England, then it would be less than the 2 years. So probably around a year and a half. So somewhere at the end of the year anyway. Should be getting them. And he's got no crown on as well, and he's facing left, just like his grandfather, George VI. So the Queen's this way. So what? So there was a mess up anyway. That the Queen's father faced that way, but he shouldn't have. He should have faced. He should have faced the opposite way. Was it him? Oh, can't remember now. King George. George V faced that way. Edward. George VI should have faced this way, but he faced that way. And look, I'll have to go through it again, but I'm pretty sure it was her father faced the wrong way. He should have been facing the other way, because the monarchs, whenever they changed the direction they face. So when it got to Queen Elizabeth, she rectified that, and she faced the same way as George VI. That's right. So her dad was facing this way. He should have been facing the other way, but he didn't. And so she rectified it by facing the same way as him, because he put it out of whack. They always change sides. And then if you look at George the Six again, there's a George. Oh, look, I'd have to look through, but he's got no crown on either. Everyone else has got crowns, but he didn't have a crown, and he was facing that way. I remember now. So he looks exactly like Charles. You know, just hold on, and I can show you. Really quickly. I've got them here. Just bear with me. So we've got, let me just drag out any penny I've got here. I'll just drag out a 1933 penny. So we've got 1933 penny, and that's George Georgius V. So he's facing that way with his crown on. And then, where's my other bag gone? Where did I put them? Oh, here. And then George VI, I don't know what one I've grabbed, by chance, I don't know. And then George VI is facing the same way. He should have been facing that way. You see? he changed. Oh, yeah, that's right. And then the Queen is going to face. Yeah, he should have faced that way. Anyway, I read it, but it was a mix-up. You can see he should have been facing. But does that not look like Charles's new coin? Look at that. I swear to God that when I pulled these out, I'm like, there's Charles right there. All right, nose is a little bit different, you know, a little bit. It looks like that John dude, the big muscly dude. Anyway, but look, the hairdo, the style, the bust, the facing of it. Charles is facing this way, with no crown as well. Everyone else wore a crown, but he didn't wear the crown. Maybe he's shown it because of abdication of his brother, and he thought that he wouldn't wear it because he got it through the back door, basically. Well, he did. So one of them faced the wrong way. It's him. It's him. Victoria was facing this way. He should have been facing that way. It was her grandfather. He faced the wrong way. Victoria was already facing that way, and he faced the same way. He should have been going that way. All right, and then he's faced the same way, and then Queen Victoria, then Elizabeth is facing this way. So he rectified it, I should say. He rectified that problem there. He was facing the wrong way. anyway, that's how they work things out with the coins. But it's amazing how Charles is looking exactly the same as George VI, eh? His grandfather. That's amazing. Good on him. Bit of a tribute, maybe. I don't know. But yeah. So there you go. Show you the pennies. Yeah, Edward was in there, wasn't he? But it was, what, how long? The Edward's only on our coins, you know that. England doesn't have any with him on there. You know that. People do know that, don't they? Yeah. He abdicated. And they scrapped all the coins in England. They did not release them. We got them over here, 1910. And the reason we got them is because they were already on the ship coming over here. And some of the islands, some of the Commonwealth got 1910 Edwards. England does not have 1910 Edwards. They don't have them because they scrapped them before they got out. But all of ours were pre-minted, same as the Commonwealth. And they shipped them off. And, well, they were made and they were shipped. And we got 1910 sixpence and threepence. And England doesn't have them. So, yeah. But anyway, there was one of them buggered it up. They rocked the boat. They looked the wrong way, and it upset the apple cart. Yeah, but what I read was that Elizabeth fixed it up by facing the way that she did. That she rectified the whole problem that was going on, and Charles has continued to do what has been done traditionally, and he's facing the other way, and him and his mum are actually facing the correct way that they're supposed to. Under whose law, I don't know, but what they're supposed to. Anyway, there you go. That was a quick dive in to get you be able to see those couple of effigies there, and let's get back to what I was doing. Jobby, how you going, buddy? Yeah, so anyway, there you go. But besides all of that, my main point to it was when I saw him was the absolute striking resemblance to Charles. I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, geez, they could have just got the dies, changed the nose a little bit and that, and they could have used the same dies from, I don't know, 1950s. 1939, is it? The 52? Yeah. So anyhow, there you go. I think that might have had a little bit of cut, I don't know. And besides these being rotated, just look for a cud in here that Snapper sent me a photo of. Of course, you know, look for the small, large head on these. It's the same as the $2. Just look for the bigger gap. That IRB down here, all of them are going to be spaced, all spaced. That IRB won't change. I can get in and focus. Oh, it did, yeah. Well, sort of, but they're all spaced anyway. That is a bit close. Well, I've got to get closer. Yeah, but they'll be there. It's all spaced, see? And again, on this, exactly the same. The font is non-serif. They don't use, the IRBs are non-serif, so the I looks like a straight up and down chip. The all joined and the I spaced RB joined on all the coins, they're serif. And there's a big T-bar on the top and bottom of the I. So whenever you see a straight chip IRB, no matter what's going on with that R and B, there'll always be a gap there, be tiny. But you've got a large head straight away. As soon as you've got a straight chip I, that's a large head. I can't get that to focus in, that rotten thing. Yeah, that's a large head coin. And it rings true for the 2001. The large head is all spaced, but on this, they're all the coins are all spaced. Why isn't that? Just thing. Let me just play around a bit there. Why is it doing that? I don't know. It's not zooming in very good. Anyway, so yeah, so they're all IRB, all spaced. It's here. Same as the 10 cents. It's I spaced RB join. All of them are. But what you're looking for is here. They made a small and large. They just didn't change the IRB. They left it. You know, they don't have to stay and do exactly what they do on every coin. They can do whatever they like. As long as all the bits are on there and they get all the ticks, they can do it. Let me just zoom up a little bit more. Brett, how are you, buddy? Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Not that it worries me, but I do keep saying it. It's more, it's watching the videos, watching the ads and all that, and I might get $1 a day if I'm lucky. Not from this one video. That's my whole channel of 500 videos. Between $1, $1.50 a day for the views that I get, and obviously because of the length of time I'm doing lives and not many videos, people don't like that, dropped off. But that's what it's their loss anyway. That's all I can say. They'll miss out on me finding stuff, telling you about stuff, you know, talking about stuff. So, yeah. Alright. Oh no, you wouldn't believe it. I just threw my pointer an absolute mile away. Well, I have to resort to this one or my other one. Yeah, that was I don't know why I did that too. I just threw the paper down with it. I've got a bin here. I'm used to throwing this around because I don't put the bin next to me. I've got the bin there today. Alright, now where's my pointer? I haven't used this one for a little while. Oh, there it is. So yeah, I'm here looking for the NQs, looking for die crack in that corner, die crack down in that corner. Showed one yesterday, found it was up there. Nothing there, nothing there. And the fat letters from worn out die, because look how shallow those letters are. No wonder they got fat. That edge just wearing out from being belted at 150 tons and that, it just wears. And the wear gets worse and worse. The metal comes in, fills it up before it goes into the lettering, and it gives it fat letters. No die move, no none of this. The whole thing has to be doubled for any movement. And it's only from there to here. You don't get die move in that one area. And it's die wear. They just didn't dig it down enough. Look at it, it's flat nearly. They should have known it was going to wear on those edges and start filling up and make the letters all wider. But somebody didn't do the quality control, didn't check it out, and they should have. Yeah, shallow cuts equals die wear. That's why they got these really high. They can pump out a lot, but yeah, they just didn't do it on that one. But that's alright, that creates things for people to collect. Get my hand out there. Oh, Sim, how you going? Just looking over. Yeah, let's have a little drink of me LA ice. I think that might be a bit close for that. Did they really? I got no idea. Need to talk to YouTube and find out what's going on. Oh, mate, I should have had some brekkie, I think. Yeah, if you like using full stops after everything, they become links, not mine, the block, but YouTube links that block them. So don't use full stops is what I tell everybody, because that's what the cause is. And a lot of them been deleted immediately. I tested it myself, and they didn't even get up. YouTube took them off immediately. So if you do any letters and a dot, full stop, and you do a letter, anything without a space, just that becomes a link. YouTube pick it up, and it doesn't get through. I'll just zoom through here. I might have to stop my video here. I don't feel too well all of a sudden. That's what I said. I should probably eaten brekkie. I actually feel I feel a bit nauseous, to tell you the truth. That rotten 96 is every time. I'll see if I can get over it. Oh. But yes, but yeah, anybody can try it out on their own comments on your own channel and give it a try. Just do just do AB dot A, and you'll see it'll go blue, and it'll become a link. Because anything on the internet is always dot something, .com, dot something, and they're always right next to each other where they're a space. So YouTube's got it built in that anything that's something dot something is a link, and they won't have that link, because if you read the rules on putting links in comments and descriptions, that they can't be links to any sites that they deem to be inappropriate. And when you do just a letter or a number and a dot and then a letter or number or a word after, it doesn't matter, they're the ones that the scammers and stuff use. So you'll see what happens when you do just a couple of letters, a dot and letters, and it becomes a link. And yeah, YouTube automatically can them because they're not comprehensible. They haven't got a .com, they haven't got a .au. They're just random letters with a dot and random letters or numbers, and that's what the scammers use. Is that they're not legible as in a .com, .au, .org, .net, and so they block them automatic. And I tried it, and they don't get through at all. YouTube analytics automatically stop that because they're the most prolific ones that people get caught up on. They're just very short, 3 or 4 letters, a dot, and a re after it or something. But it doesn't. But their analytics, it doesn't matter what letters or numbers you put. If it's dot and it's not a .com, .au, .org, they'll can it. So the best way is don't do don't do them, or if you do, make sure you put a space afterwards. Commas don't seem to be a problem. Just dot, just full stops. Let's have a look here. Yeah, so yeah, but it's sort of sunny out here. They said drizzle. That means nothing. Just about nothing. Like yesterday, I said is they told us 1 mil of rain. I mean, what's the use of wasting their breath telling us? 1 mil. It wouldn't even hit the ground. It'd evaporate before it got here. Looking for that Fruit Loop crop circle. No die cracks there. Nothing down there. This one, typical to find. There's any dye fill on the lettering. No die cracks. A bit of dirt. I think it is, yeah. Nope. This one I'm looking for the die crack off the emu, but check for your trail lines down here. They're not die cracks. Anybody new that's watching, just look for them. They're raised lines. You'll find them going all the way through. They're called trail lines. So if you look up trail lines, you'll know. One from the fires up in Sydney. I've seen a few of these now. Obviously people have gone back and got their money. And yeah, well, still money. Looking for bubble up here. Same place as the crop circle, but it's a actual cud, round cud. That was an 88 I'd keel over. That was an 88. Because 88 they made ships for that year, the tall ships. But there is 7 known coat of arms 1988s. But me thinks they were just done by somebody in the mint and giving them out to the people in the mint, to a couple of dudes in the mint, and a couple of them decided to sell, 2 of them. It was just an in-mint thing that you just won't get them out there. That happens with a lot of the coins, one-offs or just a couple. That was an in-mint thing because they're in there. They can work out a time when nobody's around and shift in a couple of dies and make mules and have all sorts of fun. But only make one-offs, keep them to each other till one of them can't resist selling them because they can see how much they're worth. And then the cat gets out of the bag, and then you sort of get an idea of there's shifties going on inside there sometimes. For sure. Like I said to somebody, why wouldn't I mint 20 rotate coins for a friend? Well, why wouldn't I in the mint when I know what they're worth? Damn right I would. Yeah, so keep that in mind too when you see a lot of stuff in those books and you're endlessly looking for them and they're just not there after 20 years of checking, and you just know they're not there, is because they were just one-offs or 2-offs or 3 or under 10s or something, and they were just done and they're not out there to find. They just got into auction, and a lot of that stuff that's shown in those books that are found is because they got into auction, just one-offs, never to be found again, never to be seen again. Yeah, so that's the problem with a lot of stuff in the books is they don't tell you how many, they don't even give you enough detail on all about it, all about that coin. There we go, Chicken Man. I like that one. I want that one. The Laphosaurine or something. Jeez, I wish they'd name them a bit better. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So there's 4 of them they brought out. And I got 25 last week, was it? Week before, in one noodle from my little bank, but I didn't go to my little bank today. That's my normal one, so there's another 2,000 that would have been nice. That would have been nice if it was that was a mule. But no, unfortunately. Yeah, that's for sure. But they could give me a job as quality control and keep me away from all that. You know, I don't have to be in the minting section. Just have me down here. Well, quality control is in the minting section because they pull out a coin. I don't know how often. They go, they check them, and then all of a sudden they'll pull out a coin, they'll take it over to the magnifying glass and talk a magnifying, you know, then the not magnifying glass, the microscope, and they check it over. That's what they do for quality control. But there must be some things that they just let get through, like those 5 cents. They got tons of errors around the chin and face. They always have, you know, the little die cracky things from day dot. And most of these from day dot, you won't see it on this, but I used to buy these uncirculated and sell them because I used to get beautiful die cracks off that corner and off that corner coming there, and really nice die wear going on there. And I used to buy these in rolls because I knew every roll would have a ton with the die cracks coming off here. I sold all them went. That's why, you know, if you can get rolls of uncirculated, that's the best thing because they're in, well, the best condition. And those sort of ones that disappear after a while, that's where you're going to find them. So a lot of them disappear. We're too low, you can't, you know, they don't look good. So I started buying uncirculated. Everything's going through, and I just found tons, and like perfect too, you know. And they stood out. No matter how small, it just stood out really good. Didn't have to, you know, come in and get it, and you can just see it. No. So yeah, buying rolls is definitely the way to get your top-notch, really lightly errored coins. I don't know if I was checking that, yeah. But there's tons like that, like him. I used to buy him in rolls, and you know, going to be hard to find. But he's got 2 die cracks that come off his heel. One faces up, only goes out about, I don't know, 2 mil, 3 mil, and one from the bottom heel to the inner rim. But you're going to be, you know, even if you hadn't, they're really light die cracks, but they stood out on an uncirculated coin. Same as, well, that's the other area to look for, is that all that in the jacket design is all missing die fill. So yeah, so there's a lot of errors that we won't find, or we won't see, or we won't see them and find them, or they might be that bad, you know, they're just not really recognisable. You can't, they're not good. But you get your uncirculateds and you will get them. Number 2, I've had quite a few of these going through my hand lately. You get the cut error, tail the foot, and it gets the biggest rabbit ears with the 2016 and the 1998s. Alright, yeah, well, I got over that hunger thing. Yeah, I didn't feel too good, I tell you. Jeez. Hey? Beating it up. But yeah, they can use them in machines and that. On the industry side of things, man, there's 1,000 things you could pump $1 into if you needed it to use it for something. Or any of the coins, because they're all conductible. Let me have a quick look. Oh, Julie, how are you? He got $500 of $1 wise if he got one dinosaur. Yeah, but the other day was what I have 460 and I've got 25 of them and 4 full sets, and they made another 3 out of that, so I got 7 sets. 7 sets out of 1 noodle. I mean, that's pretty good. And I gave 3 of them away in my last game, the final. Not the last game that I'll be playing, but the final that was on Sunday. So the 3 non-winners each got a set of dinosaurs I sent to them, dinosaur coins. So that's Christine Brown got a set. Julie Buddigig got a set, and Snapper, Peter Snapper, Butterworth got a set. That was alright. They got a nice set, and they were all real nice ones too. Actually, all of them were in pretty good nick, you know, right up there in the extremely fines and over. Yeah, so that was a good score. That was from my little bank. Always do well down there. Looking for that raised bubble. Not worth it. Anyway, oh, this is the one, is it? There it is. I said it. I said I couldn't remember if it was. Is it? Let me check before I jump it. There's a 21 or a 22. It's not. It's a knock. But anyway, look, that's where the bubble is that I said. It's just under here. The raised dot. It's on the 21 or 22. I'll have to go through and find it. See, I got a 94 wide date yesterday. I haven't had one of them for a while. Taken about 30 to 50 of these through the hand before finding a wide date. Yeah, so standard date 6 mil, half a mil, half a mil. The wide date 7 mil, 1 mil between the 9.9 and 1 mil between the 9.4. And like I said, I got one yesterday. So first one for a little while. And they sell their money coins. All the ones I had are gone on eBay. If I had my own site, I'd sell on that, but I've got no choice. I've been on there for so long and I've set it all up, and well, I don't have a problem with them, only the price that they charged, the 13% that they take off me, plus 30 cents on top of that for every sale. That's huge. Looking for the double bar on that one. 2004, there you go. That's what I was saying about the A. So it's this flat topped on that one. And then the 20 cents, the pointed A, is for the laser testing they did. Because they didn't lasers, well, they saved the move. By going up and down, they saved the move. They saved one move on that. And lasers obviously like a clean finish. But that was all for the 2009 that Stephen Curry asked me to look at the A's to see that one of the varieties on the back matched up with a pointed A on the front. But I pointed out that all the 2009s have pointed A's. They all do. Like this. Now the 2004, you'll see it's really, really strictly pointy, obviously, but they didn't, it toned it down. Don't need it as pointy. But yeah, so the 2009 $1, they all got pointy A's. So there's no difference with them that I can see, that I've found so far. No difference. Just the ones on the back. That's amazing. No errors on that one. That's hard to find. Oh, there's Stephen. I don't know. I never used to use that word. Spuru. It was just rabbit ears with second kangaroo to the left with a cut on its back or whatever. That was basically all the descriptions through last whatever years, 20 years, whatever. But yeah, I never used the word spuru. Some of them are sort of newer on the scene, basically, but not originally when I've been doing it. But the thing is that everything, you know, as much as whatever anybody thinks about it, everything needs a name. Everything needs a name because that's instant distinction and you know where to look. So everything needs a name. It's like a book catalogue. You need a name, so I use it. You know, it just, people are used to it now. They know what that means, where it's at, which kangaroo it is. Yeah. But to tell you the truth, I've never liked the word noodle. I hate the word noodle. I've never used that ever. That's only in the last 3 years I've used that word. 4 years, 4 years, 3 years, 4 years. I never used that word, noodle. Never. For looking through, searching through coins, it's always been searching through coins. From when I've done it from 99, it never called it noodle. Never noodling. I don't know where it came from. It's just started, that's a recent one that started. Noodling. That was not an original with my time. I never used that term. It was just searching, checking. That was it. It was just basically that. Just searching, checking, and then what you're looking for. But that's a new term, noodle. Never used that. And I don't like the term, tell you the truth. I still don't like the word. You'll see I'll put hunt, search, you know, I'll put Fossicking up there. But yeah, that's me personally. I don't like the word. But I still put it there because, again, people know now, have used it so much. And, you know, and it's exactly means what we're doing is to noodle. But that comes from gold mining. And in America, it does come from their gold mining, but maybe a lot don't realise that, but they put it down to the fishing that they do for catfish. And they call that noodling. And what are they doing? Searching, hunting, fossicking, looking for catfish. Noodling means to do that. Look, search. I just don't like the word. That's all. I don't like it. Anyway, that's me. Everyone to their own. But I still put it in there. But it is a word that means exactly what we're doing. Just like I don't use fossicking. I could be saying we're fossicking all the time, you know. That word, I don't mind it, but in a different range of what you're doing, through rocks or something else, or through a box of some, I don't know. You know, they got their own term. But anyway, that's me. Fossicking, I wouldn't be saying that all the time. Look what I just fossicked. And let's go fossicking for those coins. No. Hunt, search, check, looking. That's, you know. Well, I shouldn't put hunt in there because I don't like that one too. I don't put that in too much. You know, it's sort of like, I don't know. Anyway, I just use whatever ones I like using, and I'll use terms that other people are using, but I'm sure there's words out there that people don't like using, not comfortable with. Like my mum, she hated the word and just like got embarrassed or whatever when she jumped on a plane with us to go to Tasmania on the old Fokker Friendship. She hated the word Fokker Friendship. She went embarrassed and red. She took it as a swear word. I used to stir up and say, oh, the Fokker Friendship. And she'd just look at me and give me a look because she hated the word. She just associated that with swearing, that plane. So the Fokker Friendship used to drive her nuts. Yeah, gemstone noodling, yeah, that's right. And noodling's been basically gold panning, gemstone panning, yeah. We use it here, but it's exactly what we do. There's absolutely no doubt. I just don't like the word. That's all. I eat them, the noodles, but yeah. Anyway, each to his own. But I still use it. And I'll swap and change and say searching, looking through. I normally just say that because that's just straight to the point, isn't it? That's all people need to know is I'm doing that. we confuse many Americans by using noodle all the time. I don't know how many I was explaining it to, and then they were saying they only use that term down south with fishing for the catfish. And I said, well, that's what you're doing. You're noodling. You're looking for them. That's all it means. And so it can be associated with anything. Anything. It just means to search. Seek and search. Let's do another fitty. How long have I been on here? Yeah. Nearly an hour. That's all right. Oh, I've missed anybody. Let me just put that in and see if you can find a crop circle on there. I'll zoom it up for you. You can check. Don't think so. Yeah, let me just catch up and see if I've got anything here. Let me just read, oh yeah, that 20, that's the is it a quarter, Canadian quarter or 20 cents? Or whatever, anyway, yeah, the red poppy, yeah, they're real nice. I was going to buy rolls of them. You can buy rolls of them, yeah. Canada put out some really cool coins, I'll tell you. Yeah, Spear is still used. Yeah, everybody uses it. But, yeah. Yeah, well, that's right. Different. Yeah, the terms are different activities they point to, but they can be used in all activities. They're an all-round. Depends where you come from, what term you want to use. Oh, well, that's all right, because big game hunters collect coins. Everybody will have coins, yeah. But again, yeah, they're just doing the same thing as we're doing, aren't they? To hunt doesn't mean to kill, if that's what you're saying. The hunt symbol. You don't have to kill something to hunt it, but they hunt their big game, and they do that. But what they do once they find them, once they've hunted them down and found them, that's different to the term. That's different. But to hunt, yeah, we can all hunt, but what we do at the end of it, in my case here, I hunt these and I keep the ones I want and I throw back the ones I don't. But yeah, the word hunt, yeah, it's a bit excessive. I'll use it, but yeah, it's still a bit out there. But again, I'm using terminology that are used on different parts of the world to get them to come over. So they're keywords. And you need keywords if you want to get people coming and subscribing and watching. And they're not clickbait, they're actually keywords, and they actually do pertain to what I'm doing. What the, you got a bang there. So you got to get the keywords in and keep them within the realm of what you're doing. So you're not trying to pull shifties on them. You're just keeping up with the Joneses. They use hunt in America for their coins nearly everywhere. So, you're going to draw that in. But yes, anyway, keywords. You need keywords. Looking for the shadow bar. Nothing. So, pretty sure what's up there, there and here and on the hair, couple of cuds there, dye's playing up. Make sure you check through these too, and here, all of them, dye cracks coming off the edges. I think they're tulips or something, they look like. It's been hit in the nose there. But that there's a little defect in the dye. Probably would have broken out into a cud in the end. You get them on the nose up here, eyebrows. What year is that? 2005? Yeah. Pretty common. Oh, I don't drink, so I had my days of doing that. I've repented my drinking. Yeah, I don't drink. I stopped that a while ago. Many moons ago. 1980, double bar, right there. Oh, that's not good, Nick. See if we got a replacement. I'll be bugging. Let me have a look. Nah, it's one of those ones that have been ground out and just left ghost behind. But yeah, you don't have to keep everything. Don't keep everything you don't want, because you know you'll find them again unless you haven't got them already. You know, if you haven't got it, it's first time. But anyway, after many years and stuff, excuse me, you can become picky. $72. That might be a little bit better than the one I got. So 5 million. Sorry. Yeah, 5 million on them. Second lowest under the 85. 73 is the lowest at 4 mil. So we got a. I was going to use this one. So we got a crop circle on there. I don't think so. Gotta get that. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Is it because there's other stuff in the way? Just doesn't want to focus in. And then the other day I can get them in no probs. Stupid thing. I'm getting another phone real soon anyway. And then we'll see some stuff. Yeah, no, nothing on that. But yeah, I was just looking for that crop circle there. You can check it for cuds on there. So a bit over all of them. That's what I seem to be finding. Coffee time. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a catch and release. I like catching, but I don't like eating too much fish, you know. If they're kept, you know, if it's trout, it's getting eaten, let's face it. If I catch trout, that's getting eaten. If I catch a nice sized black brim, which is in salt water, trout fruit, that's getting eaten. If I get a nice sized redfin, that's getting eaten. But they have to be good size, otherwise it's just catch and release, and it'd be one anyway. Because yeah, I'm not a big fish eater. So I like fishing. I can sit there all day, and if I didn't even get a bite, a bit like yesterday with doing my live, I think there's no one on there for an hour. I'll just keep talking, but I'm quite happy just with the fishing rod sitting in the water, and it's just relaxing. And if I get a bite, I get one. If I don't, I'll just make out I did and change the bait. And you can. The day goes really good. I like just, yeah. I couldn't care less if I caught any. Yeah, I really couldn't care less because I'm not there to eat them anyway. Just having a little bit of fun. Well, I got that double bar back anyway. I threw away. There's another one. Right there, so it's a variety. Mint put that in there themselves, not a dieware. So yeah, see, you throw stuff, one comes back, which is pretty normal. Look at the size of that one. I threw that other one back. That's massive. That is a serious chip out of the die, eh? Big blob. And that's what I called them when I very first found these in 2005. And I was done, I called them a blob. Look at that. There's another typical place to get the cut on the nose. There. Nice big one. And then you can get them on the chin, on the hair, all around here, and across in the crown. And you get die cracks off the sides of them that make it look like Yoda. And I got that video. If you want to see Yoda up here with the die cracks in the eyes, totally amazing. I sold that, mate. The guy couldn't believe it. I couldn't either. That's why I like giving names to everything. And so that's the Yoda coin. Yoda 50 cent, 2005. Have a look at my video. You'll spend it. It's amazing. This is a good one. Nice big nose. And no die crack here. Just there. Nothing else, and no fill in there. So I might keep that one because it's got a nice big slug on the nose. Slug nose. Slugworth. Snapper, fillet and release. Is that what you do, buddy? You chop them up and then throw the rubbish out. Oh, you're borderline vegetarian, yeah, that's him. Yeah, well, Snapper's the bloody fisherman. Come on, Snap, tell us some stories, mate. Tell us about the biggest tuna that you've caught. You don't need to lie because I know I know they can be huge, buddy. But I want to know, what's your best catch? What's your biggest fish? How many have you caught in one session? How far out have you gone? What have you used? What type of line? What type of rod? Net fishing, lobsters, crabs. Have you seen whales? Have you been out there with them? Orcas, dolphins, seals. I want to know everything, mate. Because if you've been out there, you've probably seen heaps of stuff. And I'm going off that because that's what your profile picture shows you on the boat with a nice big fish there. So, and snapper, well, you ain't called that because you don't go fishing, I gather. I don't know, while I'm talking, I'm just turning that because that just gives you guys something to look at because I'm talking. Oh, look, another beautiful 71. Look, how many top neck 71? Oh, Jurassic Park got to it. Damn. That is in some nick. Look at the luster on that, eh? To be in the EF range, you must have luster to get into that range. So it's got that uncirculated, no, almost uncirculated. It's got knocks all over it. A little bit of wear on there. Yeah, just make it in with damage. That is one mighty coin. Unreal. Green Seas, 425 can is my biggest tuna. Yeah. I haven't bought the kilos. I get the kilo and then make the tuna and potato patties, mate. Oh, tuna potato patties. They're just like in a big crispy toasted bun. Oh, mate, they are the best. Flathead, yeah, like flathead. I'll just check that for the crop circle. This one for the bubble, snapper, no more bubbles. He sent me that one coin and I found some other stuff on that too. I wrote it on the actual 2x2, can't remember what it was. All the, that 22 with the bubble that you sent me, it's got all cuds. It's got a big cud eyebrow here, cuds all on the eyebrow around here too, buddy. So have a look. So you got the bubble that you sent me there. The dot bubble, and yeah, and she's got the big eyebrows. She got there and here. So take a look at the ones you got there. (2001) 43 million. Look for the trail lines always from this side over to the left. They're always straight up and down. They could be on an angle that way. Trail lines. I've had enough of talking about them, but I can't stop telling you about them because if there's anyone new, they need to know. But I've got a video on it. That was a bit quick. I've got a video and I'm going to have a look, and they're called trail lines. They're raised lines. They look like die cracks. They're not. They don't go anywhere touching any of the design. They're on the flat fields underneath. I mean, this could have, but they just, you know, I'm off again because it takes up me time and I already take too long. Nah, nothing on there. Watch the video. That's all I'm looking for on that is the die crack one off the emu that I had. They're out there. It was so bad, it wouldn't have been a one-off. But I haven't found any more. They made 43 million of them, so pretty well distributed. 21. Let me just check that. Yeah, crop circle. Yeah, nice one too. All full circles too. They're not broken. Just checking anywhere else. No. So yeah. So crop circle on just there. So I'll see if I can bring this up. I got it the other day, Pat. Just can't remember where I actually, the angle I put it on to get it there. I just got to stand still. But anyway, I can't, well, maybe if I go on an angle here. Man, I wish, I'm not sitting down and I keep apologising because I wave around just like anybody else would when you're looking in the screen. I'm not leaning on nothing. I'm trying to hold that damn thing there and trying to get this down where, yeah, anyway, stupid thing. But you can see it there. It's raised, chipped and raised. Well, I reckon it was just a bubble in the hardening is what I reckon, because what makes round die cracks? Tell me. And then on this side, Julie Buddykeeg has found another crop circle, which I post with the photos. She sent photos, I cropped them all a bit and put circles around to show you where they are. But on the 2021, there's two crop circles. So there's that one on that side, which is nice fine round one, which is the same as the crop circle on the back paw, the right hand side paw of the 2022 5-cent coin that I have, and it's got the crop circle on the paw at the back, as well as die cracks and some small cuts all over both paws. And that one is the same as that one. It's that nice clean round. The 2014 that's in here, I got the photo, I got a post that shows you them all. It's big, round, like a coin it looks like. We've all die cracks through the center. And the 2012 is in this reading here, which is in that photo again, that I put up in the post. And it's big, round, and looks like a Fruit Loop. And the one Julie found on the 2021, the second crop circle on there, the other one is the obverse, was just under the beak of that emu, and it looks exactly the same as the 2012. We've been a big, thick, round, filled, not quite filled to a dot, still got a donut hole, crop circle, just under the beak. So she called that the beak crop circle. That one. So there's a beak crop circle, which is just under the beak on the 21, on the obverse, on the reverse, and on the obverse you got the crop circle just there. So there's two on there. Top pickup by Julie, right in there. Getting that one. So she sent me quite a few lately, and I know one thing, she's doing a lot of work. She ain't just pulling them out. She's doing a lot of work on what she's finding. And the photo she sent me, I noticed that they're on the microscope like I've got, the 1200 times camera. She's using that to pick them up. So anyway, she's doing a great job, and that was a really good find. I checked all of mine. I have got 7 error 2021s. They've got cuds all in the hair and everything. Got cuds all in the hair down here, but no crop circle. I checked them, none of them had it, and I've got what have I got? 9 or 10 crop circle errors, and none of them had that. So I had 17, and none of them had that underneath of the 17 I've got on the 21s. So anyway, that's another crop circle to find, and I'm just wondering if you can get that crop circle with the other one. If you can get the 2 of them, the 2 errors, if you can get the obverse crop circle and the reverse crop circle. So the fruit loop, I'll call that for shape, but it's a beak crop circle, but it's the fruit loop shape, and it's on that bit of reeding direct pointed underneath that tip of that beak, just under it. Just where you can see that little knob there going. Yeah, just there. And it's round like the 2012 and thick, high, nearly filled. This one I'm looking for the bubble there, none. Yeah, that was a really good pickup. Really good pickup. So I put it in the post to show everybody. So that's another one. I think I put in the post that 2022 5-cent piece as well. I put that in there and showed all the die cracks all over it, real up close, and the crop circle that I found on the back bore of it. Yeah, so I've got them all in the videos there, or in post, one or the other. Let me just have a look. Yeah, they put all the same, the RAM put all the designs that they've made from all the years into one mint set, proof set. So yes, I don't know, I'd have to look at them and see, but they're going to be the last with the Queen on there. So I don't know. I didn't mind them in the other ones though. They look different. What the hell? Yeah, right. I'm just looking at an ad that's come up on my phone. That's crazy stuff. Bloody Samsung push-through service. Yeah. So anyway, I'd have to see them, but I've got them in the other one. I didn't mind what they look like, but again, they're orientated to the children, because that's the whole goal of the Mint and the post office since 2019 is to massively push towards getting young Australians into coin collecting and stamp collecting, of course. What year is that? 2011. Just look at the back of the emu's head there. Look, I'll go straight to it and get it this time. Why can't I do that with this? Oh, there you go. I did. There's the crop circle. Stupid. Huh? Amazing. Could have been errors on that 2013. I'm not fast. I had enough of all them with all their cuds on them. That's all I seem to find. Oh yeah, nice nick. Get my finger out of there again. 13 cuds there. Look, 96 again now. You'll know when we find a good one, because I'll be telling you. So just keep your ears out and just listen to how many times I go, excellent, we got a 96. Just look. That one I said before, that don't count because I didn't keep it. I've got to be keeping it. I ain't keeping it. 19 million, try and find one. Oh, there's a really spiffing, really nice. Just that one mark on the cheek there. Oh no, here you go, the bloopers. Damn. Yeah, it was a little bit of it's a knock and it's made it dark in there. That was a bit of a knock, wasn't it? I just gave it. Well, hopefully it's all alright, level. But yeah, top notch. That's real nice. Yeah, I'll keep that one. That hasn't got hardly any marks on it. Really nice condition. The 77, you know, you can still get them like that. It's amazing. Oh look, there's a JC. 2019, 2 million on them. On the, yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I was going to say something, but yeah, I'm just looking. Yeah, there's something about that because Julie said so. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, 2 million, but on Julie's it was. I think she had different. Cause I'm just wondering about that miniature that she had on there. Anyway, doesn't matter. Yeah, 2 million on this. 2019. I have had them. I think I've got one with the card on the Roo Reed on one of the. I've got one or two of these with errors. I'd have to look and see what they are. But yeah, that's the 2 million keeper. You know, that effigy wasn't out for very long. Basically, it'll be 4 years. That's all. When they finish this year. Nothing on there. Alright, that's that one down. I'll finish off. This is the last 50. I'll finish this off. I don't think I did. I was going to do 50 and then a 51. I don't think I did. But get these out of the way. Last 50s. So you get a massive cud coming out of her mouth. I've still got it here. She's licking her top, nearly not licking her nose, but she's halfway, or a third of the way there. Big slug straight out of the mouth and going up. Real beauty. Starting to blow a bubble. Something, whichever way you want to put it. But it looks like he's trying to reach up to lick the nose. Still no rotate for me on these. 80 double bar. No, see, nice condition. Better condition than the average. And no double bars. Typical. 21. Crop circle. Bit of check. No. Nah, nothing. It's alright. No crop circle up there. It's just a round die crack. Well, it's cracked. Looks like it, but to make round die cracks, something's got to fall out, but it's not deep, you see. It's just on the round die crack. It's just on the field itself. It definitely looks like the remnants of a bubble. You know, your bubbles, when you blow bubbles and you pop it, always leaves that out a bit. And I just think the hardening had a tiny bubble in it. So whoever's doing the hardening on their dyes, there's minute bubble in it. And I reckon it's popping when popping, and it leaves that out a bit. On the face of the die. That's what I reckon. I don't know. I don't know. But brown die cracks. We've had a hole behind it where it fell out. I don't know how that happens. And it's not struck through. I don't know. But I'm thinking at the moment with a popped bubble that there was bubbling in the hardening process, the finish of it. 2019 again, nothing. Nice, that's 2. Don't come across them too often. But that makes about 92 and 93 I've found since they come out. And I've got 10. I've got 10 2020s. 10 2020 that I've noodled. I haven't seen the 2020 for I don't know how long. But I've got 10 of them. They're scarce, they're 1 million. In the 1 million range. Well, they own the million club anyway. So, yeah. But the IRBs, I think 10, same. And the IRB 2019s. And out of that, 4 of them are the error ones where it's missing all the design in the ear and on all the reading, and all the reading down here. It's all missing design. It's all die fill, weak design, something. It's missing it all. Beautiful job. And I think it was Bree told me about that. She said just to call her Bree. So thanks, Bree. That one. And I checked mine. I only had, at that stage, I had 8, and I found 3 out of the 8 that had the errors. All that missing. Didn't even pick it up. All missing. All that. And then I found another one. That's 4. And I found another one last week. That makes like only 10 IRB 2019s out of 90 compared to 93 or 100 JC. But yeah, they're not easy to find. The 2020s, pooh, where are they? Well, I've got 10 of them, luckily. He had 2 lot of coins. Yeah, Queensland gets everything up there, man, I'm telling you. All your colours. Oh, so you're not getting nothing on the Gold Coast? Yeah, it must be all up there in the northern end, because Spud, you know, what did he find? Was it 3? 3 rotates. 2010 rotates in 1 week, and a 2001 20 cent rotate, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they tend to be all up north there. Looking for the trail lines again, but my mainstay is looking for that elusive die crack one. The underdog, 15, 20 years, 10 years, 5.4 million, low mint, by any standards really. No one. They just keep that luster, even after all that time. They can take the bang, bang, bang. They can take it. Whatever metal they use, they should get back to that dude and buy their metal from him, because it kept its luster. Well, they get hit, but they just kept it. Anyway, that's all the 50s. There's $80 worth. And what I get out of there? 3, 6, 7 coins out of that. So what I get? 21 crop circle, 2 2019 low mints, beautiful 77. Yep. That 2005, massive cut there, and on the nose as well. On the tip of the nose, massive cut on that. And double bar, 1980. We had 2 of them, but of course I threw the one back because it was horrible. And a nice 72. I'm now looking at it down there. I didn't write that. Is a nice 72. Yeah, lovely. So I'll see what I can make, how many I can make up. I'm going to make sets from 69 to 76, and then get the best ones I can, and then I'll start, and I'll give them away in a giveaway with some other stuff and that. And I'm sure people will like them. A nice little set from down there in good nick. Start off somebody's set. Maybe somebody's got kids, you know, to start off their set. They'll have to get the 66. But, you know, no commemorative, just all the coat of arms at the back. Yeah, now I got those dollars, but I'm hungry, man. I've got to go and eat. Because, like I said, I felt nauseous before. It's one of those mornings where if you don't eat, anyway, with me, because, you know, stomach problems or anything can happen. So I've got to eat food. Can't let it not eat a lot, just go have something in the stomach, you know. Anyway, that was pretty good. $80, nothing. Well, the crop circle's top notch. I'm finding a few now, but you want to get them because they're so small on there. They're so level that in time, just one knock there, it's gone. Every single one of these, this crop circle on the obverse is only one knock away from not existing. One hit from a coin, one hit, you can't do anything with them. Got to be clear like this, nothing on, no hits at all. So that's in a real vulnerable spot there. Anyway, so my point is, I'm getting a few. I'm glad. Keep them. They're crop circling. They're round die crack, very rare in itself, having a round die crack. You know, perfect round. And we're getting a few just lately on the coins. You notice, but yeah. So yeah, that's definitely good find, that one, because it's die crack and it's just the actual shape of it, not the name crop circle, but it's the how. That's the thing, question mark. Yeah, so yeah. So anyway, that's these two. That, yeah, very nice, but it is common fodder. You do find them often, and yeah, I don't know. It's okay. That, yes, definitely. You know, it's a money coin. Yeah, obviously. I think I'm getting too used to finding them, even though I've only got, what, 10. That makes 11, which isn't many. They made 11 million of them, you know. So I'm, what, 0.0000000, maybe a couple more 0.01% fines. It's very low. Yep, and the 72s grabbed me. I'm looking at it, yeah, you know. So, you know, these, I've found so many of them. You know, they're 2 million, they should be, but they're not grabbing me. These two are. Crop circle on that 72 is nicer than I thought it was in condition. Good enough for a set for somebody anyway, isn't it? So buying it. Anyway, that's it. I'm out of here. I'll be back later. I've got 4, 8, 12, 16 rolls of dollars there, the checks were. So oh, I already looked through 320. What? No, 3, 6, 9, 12. I had 16. I've got 12 left. So I've got $240 to look through. Yeah. So I'll do that after. I'm going to go and eat and whatever else I'm doing, and I'll get back and search, Fossick, hunt, and noodle. And I might do a bit of perusing through those coins and see what we've got. You know? Now, to peruse, the only place I've seen that as being similar, talking about like different words, you can use them everywhere, but certain words actually point to something. And whenever I hear the word peruse or use it, that's all it reminds me of is about 1975, 6, or earlier, and then after that, and that was going into the comic shop, the local comic shop in Sunshine. And he had a big sign on there, you know, come in and peruse through my shop. It's the only place I've ever seen it. And I like that word anyway. So that's another one to hunt, seek, search, find, fossick, noodle, and peruse. And yeah, that comic shop. I remember that too. I wonder where all the millions of comics were in there, and I wish I knew about the ones and that. We're talking 70s, I would have been able to get any comics that there was. Yeah, in Sunshine too, of all places. Millions of comics in there. Wouldn't even know where to start when you used to walk in there. There's so many with them stacked up. Yeah, so yeah, peruse. But that's it. I just remember. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. The is it to Spectre? Is but that's to take a chance and bet on something, isn't it? Take a guess. Yeah, don't know, but yes. Anyway, somebody go through and get a list and do a post, put all the names up for the word search. Everything that comes with that. Everything. I suppose that would be it. So yes, but isn't that speculation? Isn't speculative for sapphires? Isn't that speculation? You're just hoping. Yeah, I just thought spec was speculation. John Jacobs, I'm about to go, mate. I haven't had anything yet, John. No. I went down this morning and had a look, and I haven't seen it. That was early, before the post office. Well, they actually were going in there, but I got there about 7 o'clock, so it's probably a bit early. But no, not yet. As soon as I do, it'll be straight out. Yeah, the average is 3 to 4 weeks to get here, and then because of Christmas, and there's been floods in New South Wales and everything else. I think I told Poor Man's Gold that. He said he'd send something. I don't know if he has, but if he did, we're talking 7-8 weeks now. But I said to him, sending it before Christmas, not a good idea. You send it after Christmas, and I would have got it earlier than send it before. So much mail. So anything 6 to 7 weeks, I would put it, that was sent here before Christmas. And if Poor Man did send something, I haven't got it. So yeah, it can take a long time. But on norm, if on a real good norm, 2 to 3 weeks to get here. That's just standard mail, air mail. Yeah, it's 2 to 3 weeks. I gather it's email. Yeah, it's email because I put email in. 2 to 3 weeks on real good, but the average go 3 to 5 is the average, and it's probably more in the 4. But I have had stuff that's taken over 4 weeks, and I've had stuff that's got here just on 3 weeks. So yeah, no, it'll get here. No worries, no problem. But as soon as they get here, yeah, I'll do a mail call and show all that. So no problems. Yeah, speculation. That's more a stock market, isn't it? I don't know what would they use it in. So I'm going to go speculate. Yeah, I suppose, but you're speculating on the stock market too. You're taking a chance. You're hoping it goes up. So everyone must have just had hope in the day of finding rubies and sapphires, and they're going to go speculating. But they are. Anyway, you know what I mean. They were hoping. So yeah, good luck anyway, Snap. I hope you find heaps on that plot that you got. Well, you did get a plot. I'm pretty sure you said you did. But yeah, I hope you do well with that. Maybe a diamond or two in there. Be nice. Okay, I'm going anywho's. Real nice. Thanks for everybody dropping in again. Well, yeah, I've got an hour and 40 minutes. What can I say? If you hang around, you get to learn, you get to hear, you get to see. If you don't, each to his own. I'll talk to myself all day on here. So if there's people here, that's great. I've got somebody to talk to. If you're not, I'll talk to myself. as I do. So I'm good entertainment for myself anyway. If I wasn't, I wouldn't do them. You actually got to be entertaining to yourself to be able to do lives and that, because sometimes I've done 2 hours, man. I've had maybe had one person come in and say anything. So, you know, so it's good to have people there. But I've got to look at these every day, look through, find them, find the money coins. I'm not working. This will be helping the channel if I can sell any. Yeah, anyway. So it's my job, and I may as well show everybody while I'm doing it. So pretty easy. No sweat off my back, easy to do. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I wish I was over there, buddy. Tell you, if I was over, you know what, if again, if I could do like 1 month a year over in the US, I'd pay for my trip. We're talking, I reckon, I'd go crazy, mate. Crazy. Looking for him. Yeah, but he's found 290%, a 64 Kennedy, right on the end of the 90s, and the 42 Philly Walker. I love the Walkers, mate. Beautiful. And there you go, he's got 290%ers, You find 4 of them. I don't know, I'm not sure. Let's say 4. 4 of them, 4.5. You got an ounce of silver there. And they're all in circulation. They made literally billions and billions and billions. There's just, I think I did a rough estimate one time of how much silver was released through your guys' silver production to what's possibly still left there. And I think I come up with like 100 million tons of silver still in your circulation. It's like amazing. It's just waiting. Pot of gold, it's just sitting in the money over there. If there's money in money, my mantra, it's in America, because you get everything. Your proofs, you're not intended for circulations, you get your errors, then you got them on silver as well. And you got silver, then you got low mint. It just goes on, mate. I'll be going nuts, I tell you. Absolutely crazy. You mint 1.5 billion of every bloody thing that you got every single year. I mean, the amount of errors. Yeah, brilliant, mate. You got definitely, for me, America with their coin, that's my number one. Number one is an error variety. And of course, for the silver, it's got to be the US coins. I don't think anything can beat that. You do that full time every day. If you had the money to turn over and just, the end of the week, I don't know how many ounces of silver you could end up with. Besides the errors, varieties, not intended for circulations, proofs. Man, yeah, jealous, buddy. You're real lucky. And all the stuff I show in my videos for anybody around the world, disregard Australia and just look at it as a coin and look for what I show you. All right, that's it. Don't worry about where the coin's from. Just totally disregard that. Just look for all the stuff that I'm showing with errors. The varieties, well, yeah, you can't, because of the country. That's where you've got to learn your own varieties from your own country and get books. But for errors, you can apply what I show you to every single coin around the world. It doesn't matter what coin you got. All right, that's it. So I can go over there and I could do real damage to their silver industry. Well, I'd like to be able to, but no, I could do really well. All right, I'm out of here. That's my bye-bye, ta-da, and ta-ra, and I'm going. So till next time, drop in and say hello again. And John, I definitely, as soon as it turns up, no problems, mate. Big shout out, and I'll fix it. Be all over the place. You'll be in the spotlight. Yeah, so no, appreciate that. Appreciate anything that anybody sends. It'll go into my gratitude coin album. You go in there for win some prizes at the end of it once it's full. I've got the video. The description has the link to the video telling you the rules and regs for all that. You know, that's for anybody around the world with that one. And yeah, you know. Oh, double dated offset. That's all right. So 1875. See, that's the other shit you can get over there too, because you've had like a lot of countries in America over the years go through, you know, different parts and stuff. So yeah, again, metal detecting and stuff, you know. Anyway, all right. So I'm going. Have a good day, and I'll be back later with doing the dollars. And well, I won't be too long because I want to get these to the bank. So I'm not going to be too long. I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to be back, I suppose. Let my phone charge up and that. So I mightn't be too long. I don't know. It could be within the hour. It could be in 20 minutes, half an hour. I don't know, but I've got to check them because I'm getting them back. Yeah, scored all right. 1875 too, buddy. Yeah, 5 francs. What are they, 62%? They 62.5% silver. 62 or 83. Oh, they are 90%, are they? Okay. All right, I thought they were lower. Yeah. Oh, well, only with the later ones, 1875. You know, not too familiar, but 90% is. I mean, geez, you got 90% silver. You got the date going with it too, and the error. Yeah, beautiful. Or the variety, whatever you want to call it, but be an error as a variety. It's a both. There's some coins are both the error and variety. Yeah, you'll work it all out when you've done enough time of checking and all that. All right, ta-da, bye-bye. Yeah, well, yeah, the guy had no idea what he had. Yeah, well, you know, if you can score them, that's the whole idea. That's bargain hunt, you know, the show we have on TV. You go to the auction, you try and get it for as cheap as you can, or try and pull a shifty where you know what it is, but the dude beyond there doesn't know. You buy it and you take it to the auction, and it's live TV, and see if you can make money on it and win the game, you know, whoever wins the most money from their auction pieces that they get. And yeah, absolutely, mate. You're not going to point them out, tell them. If you can see any dollar signs or any, yeah, you know, that's just bad luck. That's why they need to watch my videos, and they'll learn. Everyone needs to. All right, I'm going because Noisy's just started off. And yeah, all right, so I'll catch you all sooner than later with these $1 coins. All right, ta-da, have a good morning. Bye-bye.